Amoko, the favourites on paper, but paper counts for absolutely nothing on the big occasion. We know that Scandicci come here with nothing to lose and everything to gain. They have already ticked off their goals this season with being in the Final Four for the very first time and then defeating the best team in Champions League history on the women's side of things for Kifbank and making the final. Amoko, well, as Santarelli said, are in the perfect state of confidence at the moment. Sonia Swanovska and Paul Kalin, Alexei, the two referees, who will be in charge of this one. An honour for them and a reward for all of their hard work throughout their careers as well. On the starting six, Volosh and Herbots, the two captains. Gabi will start on the outside, Nawakalor in the middle. Serafar starts in the middle, Antropova on the opposite. Bayema on the outside, Hack on the opposite. And Su Ting and Anna Carolina da Silva both start as well. Kiri Keller, Ognjenovic, it doesn't look like there's any changes from yesterday. Antropova, Ognjenovic, Nawakalor, all starting, no surprises. Gabi, Su Ting, world-class. Hack, Volosh, world-class. Kiri Keller, and Far, world-class. It's some team. It's the Harlem Globetrotters of Italian volleyball at the moment, with Monica Di Gennaro, an incredible character, patrolling the back row. They are strong, and even when they're not at their best, they are still better than most. If one doesn't fire, the other 4 or 5 certainly will. Kiri Keller gets the start in front of Lubian. Scandicci. Herbots yesterday 12 points and a very good passing game as well. Ognjenovic looking for that first title. Barjima looks cool, calm and collected. She's made in 2 of these before and she's just growing. Yesterday was a fabulous performance. Nawakalor with a couple of points yesterday. They'll try and get her in the game offensively, as they will with Anna Carroll. Antropova starts in the opposite position. And her and Ognjenovic will be so key, but for me that pass from Castillo and the outsides, how they run this game, will be key. Barjima and Herbots have to get after this game on the outside, and the pass has to be good. Ju Ting struggling a little bit with the pass yesterday early on, and that could be a huge difference. Six-time Champions League finalist Joanna Volosh will get us underway here in the CEV Champions League final. And it's Scandicci with the error, the serve straight down the line. Difficult start for Scandicci, but it doesn't matter. They're going to get another crack at it. Volosh again going after Barjima. That straight line serve where she has to change the angle to get the ball to 2.5. Volosh goes to Hack. There's 2 up, and that is a good start. And maybe another way that Scandicci can get at Amoko Conegliano psychologically is through Hack. If they can silence her early, big block into the angle, and rightfully so. I keep saying, difficult to access the line on the right side always. Ju is the target early on, and there's no surprise there. Tip to the line is nice, and maybe a little bit shaky in the platform for Ju Ting. Hack comes in on the angle, knows where the block is, and they're going to be stacking in there, Barjima and Anna Carroll, but she can tip it back, and Wackle was on the defense, and that means that she's replaced now by Castillo, who's in there to really patrol the defense this evening. High over the angle block. It's an angle block again on Hack, out to the outside. Barjima finds a way through. Free ball is incoming from Di Gennaro. This is a big start to this game. And it's Herbots through the pipe that gets spotted by Sarah Farr, who just blocks 5, and the off-body swing from the Belgian. Scandici is certainly there at the moment. Navrini said that his team yesterday, Milano, were looking for consistency. And you'd imagine that Aspari's looking for exactly the same thing here this evening. They've had 3 weeks to prepare, but there's another block. Oh my word. Far's got across with Hack. And that is dangerous. They're incredibly high. Herbert's a target. It's on the money. Maya goes to the outside quickly. But just a quick little step laterally. Hands close out the seam. Belgium has been stopped already. Antropova's going to get the next one. Great dig, Satorelli. Antropova, again, left a little bit of line, just goes off the top of Ting's hands. It was a big part of the Italian team, Eurovolley 2023. Lasco comes in and goes back with it, but it'll be interesting to see what happens this summer. Antropova's a great server. She's one of the best server in many tournaments, and that's another way that they could make some points. Antropova on the 10. There must be a touch on the way through. Di Gennaro says, yes, that just brushed my arm. Antropova is taking this game by the scruff of the neck already. Inside 10. And it's a great play with the slide attack going behind to open up that angle that we saw from Antropova. And it is Antropova again. It's a rocket. Gabi on the money. Castillo just absorbs it all. What a start to this game. Antropova is blocked. Farr is everywhere. She's left, she's right, she's quick in the middle. Zhu Ting tooled off last time. No tooling this time. Just seals that line beautifully. She's coming in straight. Just lines up on that shoulder, the right shoulder of Antropova. Very difficult when that first pass is off the net for Antropova to hit angles on that right side. The middle's back in. Amoko Conegliano are doing what they always do. And that's weathering every storm that comes their way. And you know that Scandici are going to go hard at them for times, but their consistent and persistent level is unreal. Ooh. It's a bit of a low serve from Farr, but Antropova, bullet. This time the line is a little bit open. Antropova's there in the eyes. We didn't really see from the Kif Bank yesterday, and it was on the outside that there wasn't many errors made from 7 hitting errors in that whole match from Scandici, 15 from the Kif Bank. Shooting goes with the tip, smart play, and Antropova's big. And that short tip is going to be a problem for her. At over 2 meters tall. First kill for Zhu Ting. We've seen a block from her. He said that maybe she will be a target throughout this game. At the moment, she started very nicely. The pass from her. And Gabi pretty good as well. That goes out the back. Someone's had 1980s coming in this weekend. I was reading yesterday. Top scored a 27-point game for Hack. She's somebody who, no stranger nowadays to these big occasions. She will always be at the big game. She has proved herself, but there's an issue. Carol gives it a fist and a pump to the stands. Good contact to the ball. It's very close to the top of the net band, and you never see that from MDG. Carol leaves for the time being. Best blocker in the VNL. She's won that. World Championships as well. 37 awards overall for the 34-year-old in world volleyball, and 2 Olympic medals to go with it. Ognjenovic is out of system, but she's out of rhythm. She's very good setting out of rhythm because Serbia hasn't been built on their passing. Over the years, they've relied on big out-of-system plays with Moskovic and co. But here comes the boom, echoes out around the arena. Gabi's here, ladies and gentlemen. And she's just arrived on the front court.
Apertura di Hawk che arriva da oltreoceano, fa pallonetto e cade. Maglia 1 contro 1, abbiamo detto che fa pallonetto. Sono 3 ragazzi, guardate la differenza. Per quello interrompo subito, perché se tirano nell'angolo forte, preciso, pazienza, ma se cadono quelle palle scontate no. Ok, rientriamo a questa mentalità qui.
I feel that Scandici are playing quite well. They just happen to be up against one of the best sides of all time with an all-star lineup. But it looks like they're going to take this game on from the service line. Still got lots of fans here after a long time she spent at the Kif Bank, and the pass is off the net again, and this is where the outsides will struggle. Herbots has no cross-court available there. She's caught underneath the ball for sure. That first pass is off, and Bajema tries to miss high inside, which is the right play, but with a pass that far off the net, she's only going into the block. She's got no cross-court there. The pass needs to come in. They need to pass well this evening. Herbots again passes a little bit flat and straight. Testing ball towards Antropova. And Antropova does get them out of a fiddle. Again, Ognjenovic moves that ball a long distance. Herbots quite wide in the feet there. Passes very straight. Again, going after the front court receiver. How do you make breaks is the question. Ujanaro passing just a little bit off, but they can find the middle. It's great from Volosh. Brilliant work from Scandici. Antropova, no block there. Volosh should have gone to the outside, but she got greedy and went on two. Chance for Scandici. Gabi, she's stopped. Antropova is back at the net. Goes back to Gabi. Antropova, what a break that is for Scandici. Bodies on the floor everywhere. Volosh went for the second ball. At that moment, Antropova wasn't at home. Potentially, Volosh should have just flipped that to the outside. It gave a second chance to Scandici and Gabi, where she hasn't got a full approach. And that's what we're saying in the pre-match, is that going to be under pressure from Antropova because she is so high. Zhu Ting on the floor. Hack slaps one back into the angle. Another opportunity high. Antropova looking for the touch. She wants the touch, and they're going to challenge it. She's sure of it. Gaspari's pretty happy as well. This is exactly the start of this game that we wanted. Great challenge. It's so high, isn't it? Antropova started well. It's a high-quality start to a highly anticipated game. The question is, for Scandici to win a set, they've got to play so well. At the same time, they have to maintain that level to try and win three. But they are making digs. Bajema's there. Now Akalor gets one off the fingertips from Ognjenovic, and Hack goes back into the angle, and there's applause from Gaspari. 2-point game. They're certainly bringing in Scandici, but at the same time, Amoko are just so good. Three in the pass, Bajema in the middle. They've gone after Herbert's predominantly here, and they go after her again to the inside. It's a very difficult right seam to pass for Herbots. She's the front court receiver. She has to worry about passing and spiking. And she does get pulled into there, and she does have to hit. She's going to lose those angles again. Passes in there from Scandici. And it's great serving from Kiri Keller. Help yourself. Oh, this is buffet. Help yourself in there. Herbert's again off the net. Ognjenovic just dishes it high to Antropova. Castillo just waiting underneath the block. Played over from Ognjenovic. And this is huge. There's a bell hack. Amoko, Conegliano are turning the screw here. They've upped their level, the service pressure, and Bosch from hack. The line is open.
Nessun problema, facciamo attenzione a quello che ci siamo detti prima.
The favourites on paper are delivering. In reality here, Sbari takes the time out.
Il resto fronte con i piedi, ok? Queste palle qui vanno in testa, dopodiché se si staccano, ragazzi, gli esterni devono avere libertà di rischiare, però tutte in copertura.
Four block points already. Crazy. Good timeout from Gaspari. Really is. Roberts trying to fire up the cylinder to put some pressure on of her own here. Rajima high off Zhu. Someone's got a gap. It's a perfect play for Zhu Ting. And look at the reaction from De Gennaro. She goes straight up to Zhu and says that was absolutely perfect. It's a big hammer from Rajima. Just shifts the hits out of the way, gets the arm on the ball. And you could have not put that any more perfect. And that's why Hack goes straight up to Zhu Ting. She's the hero of that point. And Moko are absolutely on another level at the moment. Carol back on. Scandici have been aggressive. They're going for it. But that first pass has just gone astray a little bit. De Gennaro plays that in a little bit straight. Out of rhythm again, well out of system. Bargima's got to hit their way out of the fiddle, and that's one of the key differences between these two teams at the moment. The out of system spiking from Gabi, Zhu Ting and Hack, more consistent. We've seen Herbots get stopped, and now Bargima as well in out of system situations. The pass still isn't there. Castillo's set tight, could be another block. They're right up against it now. But Anna Carolina makes the save in the block. It's very good. Commits with the middle. Just asking for a little bit of calm, which is fair enough. Just blocked out position 6. Good work from the Brazilian. Gabi out of system. Can Zhu Ting get her way out of rhythm? No mistake, but no block for Scandici. Looking for a touch on the way through. The slide was quick, the set was wide enough. And Carolina hits out the side. So far, 5 up for Amoko. Scandici looking at potentially losing their first set of this Champions League campaign. And that's no surprise against Amoko. Zhu Ting! They are brutal everywhere, Amoko. One-on-one. Zhu Ting against Scandici at 6s and 7s here. Fast to the outside, almost one-on-one. Ognjenovic just drifting outwards, taking the line. Everything open in the seam. Again, the first pass, Scandici. They're serving well, Amoko, at the moment, but at the same time, Scandici really need to fix that first pass to give him hope. And Hack. You can't spend half your game out of rhythm and out of system in a Champions League final against Amoko. Yes, they are serving well enough to earn those plays and those breaks. Hack so far, apart from getting blocked early on, has done absolutely nothing wrong. Good cover from her, but again to Bayema. She decides to go over the top of the block, and in the end it's comfortable again for Amoko. And those situations aren't really working for them. Potentially could have looked to have gone off the hands of Hack there, but goes to the continuation play and gets it back with interest. Change, interesting change, maybe a bit of a break for change, doesn't bring much with run-ins coming in. 5 away. Castillo does a real good job moving in there and playing that ball. Made 4 of those double or second touch attacks yesterday, Ognjenovic, but not today. They've done their homework. De Gennaro is there on the 10 Hack again. Absolutely sensational. Amoko are cruising here. What a touch from Gabi. Full stretch on the pancake. Same from De Gennaro. She makes some serious plays, and they have the firepower to really complement the hustle. Big hammer from Herberts, but they have to be like that all the time. Pass in, aggressive. High ball, and that ball just turned away from the body. Pass from Gabi is good. It's a little bit quick, so everything's hurried up a little bit. And the issue is when Hack's gone bang, 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 and she goes with the tip. Very difficult to get a read on that. Hack this time on the reverse, tips away. It's a shrewd swing because everything's looking central. Everyone will shift a little bit towards more that direction. And then she just palms one away from a huge height. Antropova stays aggressive. The chest dig from De Gennaro is good. Amoko comfortable at the moment though. Antropova's had a great start to this game, but Hack is getting set a lot of ball, and that's just full trust from Voloshev. She knows at the moment Hack is so incredibly hot that everything she gives her, she makes something with. That pipe attack high to 5 is just unplayable. It's high, it's deep, it's powerful, it's away from the defender. Amoko now have set point, the opening set of Champions League final for 2025, and Amoko have been underpinned by this determination, the battling defensively, making it hard for Scandicci. But that's a great swing from the substitute Lindsay Roddens. Best outside hitter in the Bundesliga in 2021, best scorer in the NCAA. Played at Schramm with the Netherlands head coach Felix Kozlowski. But there you have it, the first set goes the way of Amoko Conegliano comfortably with a side out to finish it off. Pass is great from Zhu Ting. We said that might be a tactic to go after her after yesterday. And with Gabi Guimarães on the outside, it's a great turn from the Brazilian.